Call to order the school committee meeting, February 29, 2024. Steph, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here.
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 Yeah. So do I have a motion?
Mr. Chair, do you want?
No, go ahead, sir.
I'll make a motion to recess into executive session for discussion of bargaining units with the 5 members of the committee, superintendent, and Ms. McBride.
Chair seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We'll return to open session.
Yep.
We'll be quick. Into open session. Start with the report of the school committee chair. I want to congratulate Noreen Charette. He's a 4th grader in Mrs. Tolios' class. He won the Belmonte Spelling Bee and is on to the next round. So it looks like he goes online, fills up some stuff online, and then heads out to, I believe it's Danvers. So we want to wish Noreen good luck, and once again, great job.
Yeah, good luck.
You know, he did a great job. Before we get started tonight, I just want to give everyone a heads up. We're going to go back to how public comment's supposed to be. You have 3 minutes. It's not a conversation. That goes with the school committee too. Okay?
Duly noted.
It's once you complete, you're done with public comment. You don't get back up and go around again. It's one time. And I let it go last week because people wanted to speak. They had things to say. So just want to go back to the way it should be conducted. And like I said, it goes for us on the school committee too. Also, the last meeting, I went back and watched it a few times. And, you know, I noticed we talked about an SRO and, you know, we support that with funding. However, the one thing that stuck out to me are the 2 parents that got up with kids in the district. And they talked about the education and how they want to see the education at the schools fixed and how they want their kids challenged. So I think, you know, they're looking for more programs and more educational advancement and more achievement for the schools. So, and another thing, it kind of brings me to, as a committee, we have the responsibility of the whole student in the whole district. That means parents, support staff, teachers, everyone. So we really, although there's things people want and there's things on people's agendas, we have to worry about how it fits in as a whole, how we can make it work for everyone. So there's things we have to do. We have to prioritize. Some things aren't easy, but that's what we were elected to do, is to prioritize. And, you know, we see the whole budget. We see what's in there for teachers, specialists, what's going to special ed, what's going to gen ed, what's going to transportation, those type of things. So we have to look at the whole budget. We'd like everything. We'd like our whole budget. Those things don't happen. So we will prioritize and we will do what's in the best interest of the student. The other thing, too, is I keep hearing the town manager's name brought up with this stuff. Town manager has nothing to do with this. This is, the school committee budget is a school committee budget. We get the money from town meeting. It's voted on, whether it's more or less or whatever. That's how it works. That's how this town works. You know, and we're not going to make it us versus the town. We're not going to try to drive a wedge between us and the towns. We work together. We work with the town. They give us what they can. We take that and we make it work. Sometimes it's, you know, a lot. Sometimes it's a little, but that's, you know, we're responsible for the schools. And we have to look out for the other departments in this town. We have to look out for the police. We have to look out for the fire, DPW. There's not 5 pots of money that we can pick from. So, and just the last thing is the accountability of this board. I think this is the most accountable board that I've been around. I mean, all you have to do is look back to what happened with the last superintendent and, you know, how we dealt with that and how we're still dealing with it, a lot of us. So, you know, we take calls from everyone. I don't think there's anyone we don't answer. So we love that you guys come to meetings. We listen to you. And like I said, at the end of the day, we got tough decisions, and we'll do that together as a committee. And, you know, we might all agree on things, but at the end of the day, we're going to look what's best for the kids. So I would ask the committee if they have anything else to say.
I think you covered it.
All right. Moving on to the report of the chair, the superintendent.
All right, I have a couple of things, and a lot of this is just informational, so I'm just going to give it to you as far as that goes. The calendar for the next school year, Mr. Fisher and I met with the SEA just to make sure we cleaned everything up as far as making sure that everything's going to fit the contractual language. So the calendar for next year will be, I'll have the final draft for you in the next couple of days. And so at the next school committee meeting, if you so choose to, you'll be able to vote on which of the three options you want to go with. I do have a field trip that was just recently brought before me within the last day or so that I need approval on because it's not an out-of-state. It is an overnight field trip. It's the student council. It's 8 members of the student council. They attend this annually at Hyannis at the Cape. So the advisor, who's a new advisor, gave me this field trip form. It's March 6th through the 8th. It's 2 nights overnight, but because it's an overnight, you have to approve it.
Where is it to?
It's at, where is it?
Where is going to the trip?
They're going to the Cape, Hyannis.
Cape. So
And that's the
why don't
only
we
thing-
take that out of order and
Yep.
do that right now?
Go
that's
ahead.
okay with you.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Chair seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. Next, I do want to make note of, we had a retiree from the middle school who served the district for over 30 years. She just had her last day right before February vacation, Pat Dunnigan. She was the principal clerk for decades, and she will sorely be missed, but it was nice to send her off. So it's kind of bittersweet. We're happy for her that she's going to be able to enjoy retirement, but she will definitely be missed by everybody. So I did want to point that out. We had on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week a workshop sponsored by Title I, intentional parenting. It was for caregivers and parents for pre-K to 5. I actually attended about an hour of it on Tuesday. It was really well done. Susan Turbin arranged the whole event, and it was about identifying your parenting intents, feeling calm each day as a parent, and choosing rules and routines that are right for your family. So the handful of parents that did attend, I think they got a really good presentation. It was nice to see, and we're looking to have more events like that. So if you're out there and you're looking for stuff like that, be on the lookout on the community newsletters and the outreach for those events. Let's see. I did want to, on Tuesday, I attended the girls' basketball game. It was the first playoff game I think we hosted at the new complex. They were fortunate enough to beat Worcester North 58-12, and they are right now on the court in Dover-Sherburne trying to win the second game of their playoffs.
Someone text Dennis.
Yeah.
He's there. He's there.
Hi, Jim.
I do want to also, and right after this meeting, I'm actually going, is 7 o'clock, there is a presentation at the complex. The adding machine, it's the Drama Fest presentation, the competition presentation, and they're going to be competing this Saturday in Wayland, at Wayland High, in the Drama Festival. So anybody who's been to that, it's kind of a combination between fine arts and it feels very sports competition-like, because
Really?
if you've been part of it, they actually have to set up the set, have their play, and break down the set all in, I think, 40 minutes. And part of the timing is the setup and breakdown. So they're on a stopwatch to do it. So it's really, you do see the pressure of the competition there. So I wish them well, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in about 40 minutes. I did want to remind everybody that we have no school for students next Tuesday for the voting. It will be a professional day for the staff, but there's no school on Tuesday for the voting. Two other things. One is an upcoming thing, and one is just an announcement, and it does have an upcoming part of it. The Saugus Middle High School is pleased to announce Project iGuardian, a presentation by Homeland Security Investigations. And it's going to take place on Thursday, March 21st. I will send it. I think the principal already sent it out. It will be in my community newsletter. We had a former student reach out that works for Homeland Security, and it's all about internet safety, and it's for parents and guardians. The target audience is middle school parents and adults. It's adult only. But if you have a student at any of the levels, you're welcome to come. So it's one of those things where while it's, going to be targeted at middle school, I think social media and the internet is something that's, a concern of all parents of all ages. So it's there, and hopefully it will be helpful for parents and guardians to attend, and there'll be more details to follow. But that's on the 21st of March. And this past February 10th, the a cappella group Total Chaos competed. They are waiting to see if they've qualified. They're in sort of a wild card round. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but they didn't secure an automatic qualification, but they did get an award for soloist. Raneem Tufaha, who sang the national anthem at the basketball tournament game, she won for outstanding solo and rendition of "In the Stars." So they're waiting to see if they'll find out on May 5th if they've qualified for the semifinals. So they're sort of in a wild card situation. And also the a cappella group is hosting an event on Thursday, April 25th at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. They're hosting 10 neighboring schools, teams, and groups, and hosting an a cappella event that night. And again, all these details will be in my community newsletter. And I think I covered everything.
Can we get the a cappella group back in?
Yeah, we will. I've already put it on the to-do list. The problem right now is that there's so much intertwined between the a cappella group, the drama kids.
Yeah.
They're all. So right now, I'd try to have them tonight, but they're about to go on stage, a bunch of them. So I will ask them, and I will ask Ms. Manuel to bring them in and do another presentation for you as soon as there's an available date. And I'll squeeze that in whenever they're available.
I think you should sing with them too. That'd be
I'm not going to sing with them. If somebody from my family has to sing, I'll bring my eldest daughter. That's all I have.
All right, so we're moving on to new business for the finance report, FY24 actual to budget as of January 31st, 2024, and grant balances of February 22nd, 2024.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a very quick little update on the finances. So as of January 31st, 2024, Saugus Public Schools has encumbered and expended $16,546,403.59. Nothing really to report in this actual to budget. We're midway through the year. We're pretty much on track. It reflects the budget adjustment that you approved last month. So that's in this report. You'll see the budget changes. You have the grant balances as of February 22nd, 2024. Just a quick little snapshot as to where we are with the grant balances. So just to keep you up to date on what's going on with the finances. In operations, I was able to observe the Whitson's food service operations in our cafeterias, and they are doing an absolutely incredible job. It is wonderful to see so many students eating. The meals they prepare are incredible. The staff is incredible. They are so warm and accommodating to the students. I will be coming next month to ask for them to be renewed for another year. I don't know if you want a subcommittee meeting before that to review anything. You can let me know about that.
That's
Yeah, we
me.
can do
Okay.
that. Yeah, we can do that.
That's you, yeah.
Okay.
But that is coming up
Yeah, I'll get
as
with
the
you on it, too.
annual renewal process.
So we-
Another issue,
Excuse me, we've already, that's already gone out to bid, it's just a renewal, correct?
that's correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yes, because the contract is for 1 year with 2 subsequent
Correct.
1-year renewals.
Okay.
Okay. I have to address the transportation issue. So we've been having quite a few problems. I don't know if you've heard from parents. We certainly
Yes.
have. I understand how frustrating the situation is. We did obtain a 6th bus. We lost a bus driver. So in essence, we're back to 5 buses. They have filled in the gaps for this new bus driver, but we've had missed routes. We've had children late for school. We've had children not picked up at all. That's not acceptable. We have a contract with the company for them to get our students to school on time every day, according to the routes that have been set out and agreed to. We will have a meeting, myself and Thomas DeMario, who handles the day-to-day for the bus transportation tomorrow morning, to let him know how upset we are with these issues. I would request from the committee a transportation subcommittee meeting, perhaps at an hour where parents could come. And if it's okay with the committee, I would like to invite NRT here, the operations manager, to hear from the parents. I don't want this to be adversarial. I want the parents to be able to have a voice, and I want NRT to understand what an issue this is for our community and to hopefully resolve it quickly.
So let me just
So-
ask you a question. Have they given you a plan to fix this? That's my
yes.
concern right now
Yes.
is, in the past is, yes, let's see if we can get something, whether it's monetary or whatever, but my concern right now is moving forward.
We were promised that the new bus driver would be in right after vacation. We had some issues before vacation, and we said, we need this resolved. They said, do you promise us that it will be resolved on the Monday when we come back from school? Yes, yes, yes. Not quite there. Okay. I will tell you, it doesn't make anyone feel better. We have spoken about this at our MASBO roundtables, at my professional licensure group roundtables. This is happening everywhere. It's no longer an excuse. Okay, I would love to see the parents be able to come in, again, not adversarial, and express their challenges, okay? When their children are not picked up, how are their children supposed to get to school? And to have NRT see the parents' faces and come up with a solution.
So my concern is what's happening when the kids aren't getting picked up? Are we getting notified? What's happening? Are those kids just sitting there? You know what I'm saying?
We have children walking. We have children getting other rides. We have children in Ubers. None of this is acceptable. It's not acceptable I want the parents to know it's definitely not acceptable to administration. It's not acceptable to me. We have been in contact with them. We will have another meeting tomorrow with NRT management. But I really think they need to see the faces of the parents. They need to understand the impact. You know, it's one thing when the business official is telling them, you have a contract, you have to provide service. It's another thing when you see a parent saying, I can't get to work. What am I going to do with my child?
Yeah.
We've had children not be able to attend school. That's not acceptable.
Well, maybe they should find a different spot to park their buses if they can't accommodate us, because right now they're parking at the Oaklandville. And if they can't accommodate us, then we shouldn't be accommodating them.
Can you please update us after this meeting tomorrow? Because this, to me, is ridiculous. This is something that...
This has been going on for a long time. It is ridiculous.
This, and I get it, you don't have bus drivers, but you know what? It's communication again. People expect communication from us. is communication from them. We don't have a bus driver, we're not picking so-and-so, we're not doing this route today. And then I think it's incumbent on us to call, get the parents, get that notified out there quicker.
Yeah.
So,
This is something we shouldn't even have to worry about, you know what I mean?
Are they willing to come
Transportation.
and talk, though? That's the thing. I mean,
So, again, I would just ask you to consider a subcommittee meeting. You certainly don't have to.
Yeah.
will
tell me
NRT come
now.
in?
can do that.
But
Go ahead.
that's what,
She can't-
will NRT come in?
I'm going to ask them tomorrow. Yes.
Could you please just update us after this meeting tomorrow?
Ms. Andrews, is this a situation where they're telling you they've hired, but they're training a driver, and it's just going to be a few more, or do they not even have a driver in the queue?
They hire a driver. They're training the driver. There's issues with the new driver. There's issues with another driver. I feel like we got the 6th bus, but it doesn't feel that way to me. Do you know what I mean? It feels like, okay, then they lost the driver. So it seems like they were a little bit behind. Okay, then we had another issue yesterday afternoon where the bus broke down at the middle school, high school pickup. So now instead of 6 buses, we're down to 5 buses. Now we're down to 4 buses.
Yeah.
Okay, and children have to be doubled up, which is not safe. So they have to do double routes. So instead of your child getting home at 3, it's 3:30, and you as a parent are concerned. And even if there's a connect egg going out, I mean, children may have dental appointments after school or other activities or things to do. It just can't keep happening.
Yeah, no, this is unacceptable. My question, I guess, all the contracts are out for other,
Yeah, it's a monopoly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they know that they have us over a barrel, you know what I mean? It's been like that,
Yeah, we deal with.
can't even tell you how far back. I mean, it's been, it's always been like
Right,
that, you know?
And please remember, we only get one bid on these contracts, and it's
Yeah.
not it's not a Saugus issue. Everyone across the North Shore is like, how many bids did you get? Did you get more than one?
Well, they know different bus companies have different areas that they're going to bid on, and the other people won't bid on them. I mean, we all know that, you know, so, again, it's a monopoly, and we're, you know,
Let me just ask a question. Is there maybe a supplement type of transportation that we can look at? Do you know what I'm saying? That's outside school busing?
You could look at bringing it in-house. It's, for a regular day, it's usually not feasible, to be honest with you.
Okay.
How many kids are we looking at, like, ballpark?
How many students?
Like, just
50 per bus, probably about 300.
are the buses all full?
That's another thing, because you asked me if it's full, okay? Because we will get parents phone calls saying, I see seats on the bus. How come you didn't? Why isn't my child on the bus? Because at any given day, you have absences. So if we issue a bus pass and you see a bus that's not full, those children may be absent. We have issues where parents decide they don't want to take their child on the bus anymore, but they have a right to. Okay, because they're over 2 miles. So we say, okay, are you willing, we have to ask, are you willing to relinquish that seat? No. Well, we need the seat. If your child's not going to ride, would you please relinquish it? No, I'm doing this for now. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. So they have a right to the seat and they don't want to give it up. So we have a few issues, not a many, but this is what you see when you see buses that aren't totally full.
Yeah, I guess the other question I have is maybe we can reach out to some other districts if this is happening and see what they're doing, you know?
Yes, it
It's
is.
happening, and
Yes.
Yeah, so,
they're in the same situation.
is it?
Yeah. I went to the Masbo North Shore Roundtable last week, and we had a vent session on this. Yes, it is happening.
All right. Well, we appreciate the update. And like I said, if you can please email us tomorrow when they're
Yes, I
done.
will let you know.
Thank
Thank you.
Next, we have the approval of bills dated February 29th. February 29th. Sounds weird saying that, doesn't it? 2024 in the amount of $192,131.50.
Motion to approve?
Chair seconds, roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Next, we have substitute nurses' pay. We've had this conversation a couple times, and I think we were unaware that our substitute nurses were paid the same as our substitute teachers, which was $125 a day, and our nurses need to be registered nurses. So you can imagine they weren't banging down our doors to come and work. Yeah, so having a nurse next to me, maybe she'd do $125 an hour. But,
I'll drive the bus first.
so I think we're looking to up that, as well as upping the LPN's pay. So I think we talked about it. I think we're paying the after-school nurses $40 an hour.
Paying the after-school nurses $40.
So I would say that would be a fair number. With
And the LPNs right now are
125, probably look at 150.
all right. I'll make a motion to adjust the rates, LPNs 150 per day, and then would it be registered nurses 40 an hour?
Yes,
Did I say that right?
you can say you're a nurse.
That's-
Can we take a roll?
Yes.
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 Yes. Next, we've got the acceptance of minutes from the Saugus School Committee meeting of February 1st, 2024. Motion?
Motion to approve?
Chair seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. This next one I'm going to turn over to Mr. Whitford.
Oh, thank you. Just real quick, I just want to say congratulations to Pat Dunnigan as well.
Yeah.
She quickly became one of my favorite people in the district, working with Danielle and Roberta up there at the high schools. So Pat, if you can see us, good luck. And you're lucky.
Probably doesn't watch the meetings.
One more shout out for our guy, Timmy Wendell. He's the tree warden in town.
yeah.
37 years of service for the town. The guy, if you guys haven't met Timmy, he's an awesome, awesome guy. He'll do anything for you. I know he gets a lot of slack on Facebook because, Charlie Brown wants his big oak tree cut down in his house, and Timmy didn't rush right over and cut it down for him, so he gets a lot of slack. But I'll tell you, unbelievable guy.
He'll be sorely missed.
Yeah, he's
He
going to
will
be missed. It's going to be tough to fill his spot. So congratulations to Timmy, and I'll see you in probably, 20 minutes or so? Half hour? All right. Next, all right, so our wrestling team is sadly with our arch rival Peabody mixed together. So we have Sam LaRusso here, who's he's a senior this year. He's been a wrestler probably since he was really young kid. Great family. His brother's also, he's the captain of the wrestling team, and his brother's also a captain, and he's a junior. Sam just finished fourth in the state in his division. He's 157 pounds, which is considered one of the toughest divisions in wrestling. His dad always says hard work never lies, and Sam is, he's the first one to practice. He's never missed a day. He's been team captain junior and senior year, two-time CAL and NEC champion, first place at 157. He's undefeated in dual meets in back-to-back seasons, so he's 50-0 for those two seasons. So he's pretty much 100-0 overall, 100 career wins overall. Then he had 6 more last weekend. He finished third place in the sectionals at 158. He's ranked fourth place in the entire state at 157. So he's off to the New England Championships tomorrow, right? It's tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
So we wish him the best. The kid, he's as tough as they come, and I'm hoping that after this is over, maybe we can have him in here. We can try to pin Ryan or something. You know what I mean? Listen, I do it myself, but I can't set the thing up and wrestle at the same
It's
time,
ratings
so.
week. Yeah, let's do it.
But congratulations, Sam, and listen,
Yeah.
we're all pulling for you, so good luck, buddy.
Congratulations. I echo Tom.
One more thing, I'm sorry. You know what? Saugus would have been Division III for wrestling. He's with Peabody, so he's in Division I. So this kid, he's wrestling the big boys, the big factories, the St. John's Preps of the world. He's out there wrestling these kids, and he's holding his own. And like I said, right now he's fourth in the state. So he just beat the Division III champion at the All States. So if you put it in those terms, he really should have been the Division III champion because he would have wrestled for Saugus. But he's just unbelievable. So Again, best of luck.
Yeah, he's
Sorry.
down in Rhode Island this week.
Yeah.
And you can stream it too, I believe.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next we have public comment, and like I said at the beginning, let's keep public comment 3 minutes. It's whatever on the agenda as the old days. So if anyone has anything.
Kerry, no?
It's a leap year.
All right. I'm going to be quiet this time, I promise.
Have to tackle.
Oh, I think Mrs. Asham had her hand up back there, no?
She's trying to get to Drama Fest.
I think she's going like this.
All right, if there's no public comment, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Yeah, seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.